Good morning, everybody. I have to get some more of that. We're gonna lightning around this really quickly. Very quickly, I'm really impressed with the reaction that I had to the video that I did yesterday, where I was talking about how all couples should define the rules and parameters and boundaries of their own relationships, and not allow any, finger wagging, puritanical people saying this is what you should do, and if you don't do it my way, then you're not really married. So fuck you. But I just found out that there's actually a flip side to that coin. So, Dear Jason, do you believe that bisexual men exist? Of course. Are you in the camp that believe that bisexuality only exists in women? No, I'm not. And that men who self-identify as bisexual are in fact merely cowards who can't admit that they're gay? Okay, no, but I do believe that men who cannot believe that they're gay, and I don't necessarily want to call them cowards, there's all sorts of different reasons that some people don't, but a lot of them self-identify as bisexual, and that kind of gives the real bisexual guys a bad name, and yes, I did that when I was 19. It was 23 years ago. Get off my dress. I have paid my penance. Do you despise, pity, or understand, or even support bisexual married men with strong gay tendencies who occasionally act on those tendencies? Yes, but only if the wife knows about it and is okay with it. If she doesn't know about it, then no, I do not support that. And if she is just sort of sitting there and taking it and doesn't like it, the fact that you're doing it, but you're doing it anyway, I don't support that either. Like I said yesterday, everybody should define the parameters of their own relationships. But you both have to be on the same page, or that's not fair. What are your thoughts on coming out later in life? I've heard it said that gay death is 40. Do I look dead to you? Oh man, they're gonna rip me to pieces for saying that on way big. Not death literally, but the ability to meet and form loving relationships is pretty much nil after 40. Bullshit. Men are either bitter gay bachelors with no desire to form a relationship, or, if single and still active, only interested in younger men and are already partnered or unavailable. Wouldn't coming out at 47 lead to a life of just pure loneliness? Oh, dude, seriously, holy fuck, like, really? Jesus fucking Christ, I fucking hate this. Okay, listen. If your entire life revolves around going to gay cocktail bars and standing around and sipping appletini and flirting with 20-year-olds, then yeah, that's a pretty pathetic life. But, I barely go to bars at all, okay? And when I do, I'll go to, the older guy bars. But here's the deal. I'm in a gay motorcycle group. I got lots and lots and lots of friends. I mean, here in Southern California, there are hundreds of gay men who ride motorcycles. We've got this whole network between North and South and East and West, Inland Empires, Lower Coast, Oceanside, the whole bit. And we do these great big rides. The average age, probably above 40, to tell you the truth. And there's a lot of guys that are just sort of arriving. There's a lot of really handsome guys who are single, who are interested in meeting other guys that share their interests. And those interests do not include standing around ogling 20-year-olds at gay cocktail bars while sipping martinis. Okay? This whole idea that you're a bitter gay bachelor after 40 is complete fucking bullshit. Because I've got plenty of single friends who are in their 40s who are single and happy and, handsome and really excited to just live their life. And sometimes, yeah, they eventually decide, okay, you know what, it's ready for me to settle down and partner off. And then they settle down and partner off. In fact, one of our best couple friends, me and my husband, we've got a couple friend, and we tend to do these sort of couple weekends, and we'll go to the spas in Palm Springs or Phoenix or something like that together. And those guys met in their mid-40s, and they're two really handsome guys with great careers and fantastic lives, and they were ready to settle down, and they settled down, and there you go. And that's what they did. And this idea that, your life is going to end at 40 is just... I think one of the problems is that you do get the people whose entire life revolves around trying to pick up 20-year-olds. And listen, there is nothing more pathetic than being the old guy at the young bar. When you go to, places I don't know, here in West Hollywood, you can go to the Abbey, and there's that guy who's 50-something, and he's all tired, and his like 80s style clothes, like they really don't fit well and they're all threadbare, and he's sitting there like buying martinis for the 20-year-olds. Don't be that guy, okay? Develop something other than an interest in just chasing straight guys or 20-year-olds, and believe me, you're going to have a great life. It's just the way that it works. And then he goes on to say, my psychiatrist says, you're gay. You have to divorce and come out as gay. But I'm so in love with my wife, that unfortunately just is not enough. We have such a wonderful relationship and history together, and we're tremendously comfortable with each other. Quite honestly, a marriage is more than sex, as I was talking about it yesterday. And the idea that, you do want to have a wonderful relationship and a history and be tremendously comfortable with each other. Absolutely. But you then go on to say, I cheat with men sometimes. She knows this and disapproves but accepts it. All right. There's no other way to say this. You're an asshole and she's a doormat. You both have to fucking cut it out. I just don't know what to do. Every single day I get older and the question still lingers. Okay, here's what you do. You decide which you're going to be. Are you going to be her husband, or are you going to be an out-of-the-closet gay man? Because you can't be both. And life kind of is a bit of an either-or decision in this case. When I said that all couples should come up with the parameters of their own relationships, they have to be on the same page with each other, right? Not the rest of the world needs to say, oh yeah, that's the way that you do it. But you need to both be on the same page. Clearly, you're not. So your two decisions are stop having sex with other guys or divorce this woman, because it's not fair to do both at the same time. That is not cool. That is pretty bad. And it seems like your whole reason for this is, like, the whole reason that you're staying with this woman and making her life miserable, and I mean, like, that's the whole reason that you're doing this is because you're afraid that you're too old to get a boyfriend. First of all, that's not true, and second of all, I just don't think it's fair to treat your wife as you're good enough. You're the best I can do. That's really not fair to either one of you, but kind of more to her. Your psychiatrist is right. You got to get a divorce and come out as gay. That's pretty much it. And this whole idea that you're going to be single and bitter, because you're over 40 is complete bullshit, and totally inaccurate. So there you go. Figure out what you like to do and do it. Figure out what you like to do. Figure out the type of hobbies that you've got. Go out, do those. That's where you meet your friends. That's where you meet your boyfriend. That's where you meet your new gay social circle. Because what you're doing is clearly not something that is working out for you. And it's very clear that the only reason that you're staying with this is that you think it's the best you can do. I'm here to tell you that that's not true. And in fact, it's probably the worst that you can do. So there you go. Good luck. Everybody else, keep asking me questions. I keep getting texts from Gavin Waters, so I'm going to find out what he wants. Hopefully it's to send me naked pictures of himself.